What's going on? You're in the Beat Sessions. I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. Let's talk about Tori Amos and her new record, Ocean to Ocean. She released that on October 29th. This is her 16th studio album. It follows 2017's Native Invaders. And if the Beach Boys are the godfathers of chamber pop, Tori Amos is the reigning queen. I love her, and I love this style of music. So enchanting. You get all these rich layers and textures, horns and strings, and all this great orchestration. Her and her piano, the vocal harmonies that she develops, absolutely love the way that she's bringing all of these things together. And I think of all the people out there in the music world right now doing this style of music, she is absolutely the best. A couple other cool things about this record. Written and recorded during lockdown. Talk about this a lot on the channel, especially in light of recent events. But this record, thematically, the main focal point is going to be loss and coping with that loss and learning to move forward. And I like that element in the way that she writes about it in this record. And she does it in a way that's universal and not COVID specific. So this is going to be the type of record that will resonate throughout the ages. And I wouldn't expect anything less from Tori. I mean, she really is just one of the best out there. She started studying music when she was 5 years old. That's insane. She's been writing compositions since the age of 5. And so just a master of the craft, in my opinion. And what else is really cool about this record, she lives in Cornwall in England, which is in the Southwest. And so she was there during COVID, and you listen to this record, and it has this feeling of the English pastoral. Having lived in Ireland during 2005, I listened to a lot of traditional music when I was over there, and you can hear a lot of it, especially in the percussion elements of this record, and different other musical elements throughout different songs. But this record really kind of reminds me a lot of Joni Mitchell and Jethro Tull combined. I like to make classic rock references, but really just a lot of that cool traditional kind of Irish English style of music driving the sound of this record. And it just has this mystic quality, like mystic pastoral quality that is captivating. I've been drawn into this thing both times that I've pressed play on it. And for 48 minutes, just get lost in this thing because it's beautiful. The music, again, the textures and layers and the melodies and harmonies are so rich. And there's just something there every single time I've turned it on. And I have a feeling that it's going to be one of those records that I'm going to continue to listen to and that all of us will continue to listen to and discover something new for months to come. So kudos to Tori for continuing to make music at this level. And it's just great to have her back after a 4-year hiatus. This thing opens up with Addition of Light Divided. This song is a great album opener, really capturing that chamber pop style. There's some jazz elements to this track as well. But this thing it sounds like the soundtrack to winter. This sounds like the type of song that you might wake up and, look out the window and snow is falling in the morning. It's just very cinematic, very well done. Great way to start this record off. Leads into Speaking with Trees, this galloping traditional percussion, talking about that Irish and English trad music. You get that element there. And it turns into this big alt rocker. And it's funny, too. I talk about the pastoral, but the song titles, Addition of Light Divided, Speaking with Trees. There's Ocean to Ocean, Flowers Burn to Gold, Metal, Water, Wood. So there's definitely all these, I guess call them it's kind of like a pagan element to this record. It feels like a little bit as well, which I really dig. I kind of like, again, that the mysticism that goes along with her and her music. Third song, Devil's Bane. It's got this folkish twang in the strings, draws the tempo back a bit because the first two songs actually are fairly up tempo. I really just like the pace of this record as it starts off. Swim to New York State is your fourth song that really is going to bring the tempo down quite a bit, which leads into Spies, which I think Spies is probably my favorite song on this record. It's up tempo, it's funky. I really love the bass element on that track. And then Flowers Burn to Gold, another highlight on this thing. 29 Years, your ninth track. Let's skip down a little bit here. It's got just these stomping drums and this funky bass. Really dig the sound of that song and kind of love the different genre elements that Tori goes with as she's writing. All these songs are, they definitely fit into that chamber pop genre style of music. But, there's certainly, again, there's funk, jazz, blues, folk, different types of things driving the songs and giving them different characteristics. This thing, How Glass is Made, is your penultimate track. Big piano and guitars in this thing. Rockin' track. I love when Tori Amos rocks out. Cornflake Girl, come on. It's, she gets big and she goes for it. And then Birthday Baby is your last song, and it's got this tango feel. Really very unique. Doesn't sound like anything else on the record, but great way to cap this thing off. This record's gorgeous. I absolutely loved listening to this, and I think you're really going to dig it. I'm going to vinyl please it. Unfortunately, that vinyl won't be available until January 22nd. Kind of a bummer. So you're going to have to wait a couple of months. But in the meantime, you can stream this thing. Definitely check it out. Hope you find this review helpful. Hope you enjoy listening to this record. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, do all the things to help me grow this project, and stay tuned throughout the week for more album reviews. We'll see you next time on the Beat Sessions.